He was just 27 years old, riding down Sembawang Road on a Wednesday afternoon, heading to his father's grave, a ritual he kept whenever the longing struck. But just minutes later, his life was cut short at a junction that many Singaporeans have likely passed without a second thought. A van turning right into Lorong Chencharu collided with his motorcycle. The van driver was 75 years old. And now, a family is left devastated, a fiancé is grieving and questions are being raised. Welcome back to 2230. Today, we dive into a tragedy that has sparked a flood of emotion online, but also opened up deeper conversations about road safety, about responsibility, and about aging drivers on Singapore's roads. Stay with us because this is not just a story of heartbreak, but one that every road user in Singapore needs to hear. Mohammed Syakir bin Rosli was known among friends as a dedicated IT professional, a loyal fiancé, and a devoted son. On the 14th of May, while riding along the left lane of Sembawang Road, he collided with a van that was turning right into Lorong Chencharu, a turn that, according to his fiancée, cut across his path. Photos of the aftermath show a disturbing scene. Syakir's motorcycle lying on its side, his helmet thrown meters away, debris scattered across the asphalt, and the van embedded into a roadside barrier with its front end crushed. The Singapore Civil Defence Force arrived shortly after 2:30 p.m. Syakir was rushed to Khoo Teck Puat Hospital in an unconscious state. Tragically, he did not survive. What makes this story even more emotional is what he was doing that day. His fiancée, Yun Wu, revealed that Syakir was using Life 360, a location-sharing app, which alerted his friend when his location remained unmoved for too long. That friend arrived at the crash site before she did. Syakir was on his way to visit his father's grave. A simple, deeply human act of remembrance. That was his final journey. The van driver, aged 75, has since been arrested for driving without reasonable consideration, causing death. This brings us to a pressing issue. Should there be stricter health or competency checks for elderly drivers? Are our roads equipped to handle these risk scenarios, especially at high-traffic junctions? Let's look at the broader context. Motorcyclists account for more than half of all road fatalities in Singapore, despite forming a minority of the vehicle population. They are often the most vulnerable on the road, and this case exemplifies how a moment of misjudgment can be fatal. And here's where we need you, our viewers, to weigh in. Was this just a tragic accident, or does it point to a deeper flaw in how we assess driver capability in their senior years? Should Singapore introduce mandatory recertification for drivers over 70? Syakir's fiancée has also put out a call for witnesses. If you were near Sembawang Road or Lorong Chencharu around 2:30 p.m. on May 14th, your voice could help bring closure to a grieving family and ensure justice is done. Share this video if you know someone who rides, someone who drives, or someone who's lost a loved one to a road accident. Let's open this conversation, because every life lost on our roads is one too many. This is 2230. Like, subscribe, and drop your thoughts in the comments. Do you think our road safety standards are enough? Or is it time for a major policy rethink?